Beleura village ANZAC Day ceremony. On a personal level, my father enlisted and thankfully returned from World War I and World War II. He served in France and Flanders in the 6th Australian Artillery Brigade. These decorations, and you will see many people wearing them on that side, over his. They were presented to my father 100 years ago. I wear them with a great deal of pride and humility. This ceremony is held in honour of all of those who have served in maintaining those values of living which we hold, and remembering those who have died supporting these ideals. If you are comfortable about it, would you please stand, and we will all sing Abide With Me, led by the Beleura Village Chorus. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that they may lay down their life for their friends. If you are comfortable about it, would you please stand, and we will all say, the prayer of remembrance.
Wow. representing the loved ones. I'm sure that you are so very, very proud of them, and they will be equally as proud of you wearing those medals today. And also veterans as well, wearing medals on their right side in recognition of their loved ones. ANZAC Day has been in our country, as you know, for many, many years. And like so many ceremonies and the like, they tend to wane over the years. However, with ANZAC Day, it's grown stronger and stronger. This, I suppose, is mainly due to the education we have nowadays in our school systems, where they teach the young ones, our young Australians, about the significance and the importance of ANZAC Day. So we're ever indebted to them. Many of you, I'm sure, would have marched in towns and cities around the country, and as time goes on, you're unable to attend those marches and the like. So today we're very fortunate in Beleura Village to be able to have our own ANZAC Day service and be supported with so many credits today, so it's very much appreciated. At ANZAC Day, always remember our Defence Force personnel that are currently serving. Some of those are serving overseas in Afghanistan on operational service, others in other units all over the world in different sectors and at home. So a special thought for our Defence Force personnel. I'm sure someone here, or maybe a few of us, have relatives that are in the services as we speak. So we're ever mindful of them. Veterans, ladies and gentlemen, young Australians, welcome once again to Beleura Village ANZAC Day service. Today we pay respect to all veterans, those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice and those that have since passed on in defence of our nation. Today we speak of sons of Donald Van Newton, 13981, Royal Australian Air Force, number 77 Squadron, killed in action. Warrant Officer Alex Stevens, age 35277, Royal Australian Air Force, number 77 Squadron. Private Gordon Hoffman, VX 63898, age 2nd 164th General Transport Company. Leading Aircraftsman William O'Burney, 501381, Depot Royal Australian Air Force. Private Theodore Matheson, VX 823522, 43rd Australian Infantry Battalion. Captain Reginald Van Newton, VX 9761, Headquarters Squadron 4th Australian Army Brigade. Lieutenant John Van Newton, VX 36929, Australian Army 2nd 21st Australian Infantry Battalion. Adult Seaman Cook Wilfred Van Newton, PM 7429, Royal Australian Navy. Mr. Reg Birch, Royal Navy. Private John Franklin Clark, 3787665, 1st Australian Task Force, Headquarters in Vietnam, 1967. Some of the aforementioned veterans are known to many of us at Beleura Village, and we are proud to say that some of those loved ones are here today. I will now call on Mrs. Fran Stevens to come forward with Flanders Fields, followed by Ali Kennedy, who will recite the ode on behalf of Mornington Legacy.
In Flanders Fields, poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing flying, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and good loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from falling hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though the poppies grow in Flanders Field.
Fought you through, we fought, and now we hold our hands up high. Its glorious light shall never die. Who will not break faith with you, who lie on many a field?
First, we'll cover the bombings of Darwin, midget submarine attacks in Sydney Harbour, and the Japanese reconnaissance aircraft that flew over Melbourne and the Mornington Peninsula during World War II. It's a sobering reminder to all of us here today just how close the Japanese were to our country in World War II. Should they have had a successful invasion, I can assure you that the situation would be slightly different. Prior to the bombings of Darwin and midget submarines attacks in Sydney Harbour, there were several reconnaissance aircraft planes set off from Class 1 submarines to survey, map out and select targets in quieter areas for attacks. These aircraft are called Glen float planes. Interestingly, the plane was stowed in a cylindrical watertight hangar at the front of the submarine. This aircraft would be broken down into 12 components for hangar storage, assembled and launched from the deck of the sub via a 20-metre catapult. The bombing of Darwin, also known as the Battle of Darwin, bombed in more than 50 air raids during the Second World War. Darwin was a city shaped by war and 30 years on shaped by a cyclone. By mid-February 1942, Darwin had become an important Allied base. The Japanese had captured Ambon, Borneo and Celebes between 1941 and 1942. And landings on Timor were scheduled for the 20th of February, and an invasion of Java was planned to take place shortly after. In order to protect these landings from Allied interference, the Japanese military command decided to conduct a major air raid on Darwin. So on the 10th of February, Japanese reconnaissance aircraft overthrew the town and identified 5 destroyers, 21 merchant ships in the harbour, as well as 30 aircraft at the town's airfields. The bombing of Darwin by aircraft of the Japanese Navy began on the 19th of February 1942, killing more than 230 people and destroying ships, buildings and infrastructure. On that day, 242 Japanese aircraft in 2 separate raids attacked airfields in an attempt to prevent Allies from using those airfields as bases to contest the invasion of Timor. The 2 Japanese air raids were the first and largest of more than 100 air raids against Australia during 1942-1943. Japan also bombed in the Northern Territory as far as south as Catherine. On the March 22nd, a single Japanese reconnaissance plane took off from Timor to spy on the defences of Darwin in readiness for a larger strike force of G4N bombers. Coast watchers on Bathurst Island notified Darwin of the approaching reconnaissance aircraft, and it was shot down by Kitty Hawk fighters from the 9th Pursuit Squadron of the 49th Fighter Group. As anticipated, the Japanese made a raid that same day, but not on Darwin. At 12:20 p.m, 9 bombers of the Japanese Navy appeared over Catherine and circled the area. They then disappeared, returning 15 minutes later, dropping 91 60-kilogram bombs, 84 of which were known as anti-personnel bombs, daisy cutters, which fell on Catherine Airfield. Some bombs landed on Knots Crossing, narrowly missing a PMG line. More landed near the hospital and 2 close by Mambulo Airfield. This attack was the most southern Japanese bombing raid in the Northern Territory during World War II. Only 7 days after the attack on Darwin, on the 26th of February, a Glen float plane was launched from a Japanese submarine off Cape Wickham at the northern end of King Island, which is the western end of Bass Strait, about halfway between Victoria and Tasmania. They were in the air for about 2 hours before dawn, flying across Bass Strait headed for Cape Otway. Banking to the northeast, they followed the coastline of Port Lonsdale near the narrow entrance to Port Phillip Bay. The plane then headed northeast towards the city of Melbourne. The pilot struck a few heavy banks of clouds. It flew across the Bellarine Peninsula and towards Port Arlington. The city of Geelong was only 16 kilometres to the left of his aircraft. The plane continued to strike heavy clouds, and as a consequence, the pilot had to drop from 1,500 metres to the very low altitude of 300 metres. That is extremely low. On exiting the cloud cover, they were directly above the RAAF base at Lebanon. The plane was sighted by RAAF personnel, and 2 aircraft were scrambled trying to locate the intruder. They found nothing. The crews of the Fort ANZAC gun emplaced and sighted the aircraft off Williamstown beside the rifle range. The lieutenant in charge of the gun battery unfortunately did not give the order to open fire. Instead, he contacted his superiors in Melbourne by phone. By this time, it was far too late. The Japanese aircraft continued its charmed journey across Melbourne at the height of 300 metres, sighting Melbourne and the docks used to repair ships. Still heading southward over St Kilda, Brighton and Sandringham. He then altered course towards Frankston. The pilot spotted 19 vessels anchored in the bay. He also observed 6 warships headed in a single file towards Port Melbourne dock area. The aircraft crossed the shore again near Dramana and continued towards Cape Shank Lighthouse, where he was able to re-establish his position. The pilot then set a direct course of 165 kilometres for Cape Wicken Lighthouse, where he rendezvoused with his submarine. Reconnaissance aircraft were sighted from as far north as Darwin and as far south as King Island. Japan certainly had an agenda involving Australia. The Japanese nuclear submarine attack on the Sydney Harbour was on the 31st of May and the 1st of June 1942. On the 29th of May 1942, 5 large Japanese Class 1 submarines rendezvoused 35 nautical miles northeast of the entrance to Sydney Harbour. Before dawn the next morning, an E-14 Glenn float plane was launched from one of the subs and flew a daring reconnaissance mission over Sydney Harbour, twice circling the cruiser USS Chicago before flying off to the east. The aerial intrusion was observed and reported, but it did not initiate any special defensive measures being implemented. Many believed it was an American float plane conducting a training flight. For the Japanese raiders, it was the latest of a number of reconnaissance flights conducted over Sydney, providing valuable intelligence for an impending surprise attack on numerous Allied warships anchored peacefully in Sydney Harbour. The prime targets had included were the cruisers HMAS Canberra and USS Chicago. When the first midget submarine entered Sydney Harbour at 8 AM, it had not gone far when the vessel's propellers became entangled in an anti-submarine net close to the western boom gate. This disturbance in the water was reported, at which time the patrol boats HMAS Beleura and Beleura were ordered to investigate. Suffice to say, they were cheated of their prey. However, when the submarine's crew, realising they could not free the sub's propellers, chose a warrior's death, firing demolition charges that destroyed their craft at 10:37 AM and raising a general alarm. The second midget submarine successfully entered Sydney Harbour at 9:48 PM. A short time later, the USS Chicago sighted the sub's periscope about 500 yards in the distance. Searchlights were quickly illuminated and shots were fired in its general direction. However, Chicago's guns could not be compressed sufficiently and her gunfire had no discernible effect. Half an hour later, the sub fired 2 torpedoes at Chicago, both of which missed the intended target. One torpedo ran short of Garden Island, failing to explode, while the other passed under the Dutch submarine K9, striking the seawall on Garden Island. It exploded on impact beneath the requisitioned Sydney Harbour ferry Cuttable, which at the time was used by the Royal Australian Navy as a depot ship. Cuttable sank immediately and 21 Allied naval ratings were killed, 19 Australian and 2 British. Meanwhile, the second midget submarine evaded further detection without a trace. Interestingly, it was not seen or discovered until 2006, when recreational divers discovered the wreck of Sydney's northern beaches. It is now an official war grave. Later in the early hours of the 1st of June, a third muted submarine entered the harbour. It was later detected where it was repeatedly depth charged by patrol boats. The following day, Royal Australian Navy divers were sent to investigate the crippled vessel, finding its engine still running and slowly its propellers turning. It was subsequently raised and its 2 men of the crew found dead from self-inflicted gunshot wounds. All those that are standing, please stand.
These events don't just happen. The ANZAC Day Committee consisted of Alan Jones, who typeset our beautiful program, Laurie Quinlan, who is responsible for all the details in setting this scene and liaising with the social committee, Ed Kennedy, who compiled in exact detail and read the ANZAC address and the service. Graham Sherwood, who exercised his photographic and computer skills to give us the visuals, in all to produce an ANZAC Day ceremony of the highest professional standard, with the assistance of our choristers, Miss Judy Swan at the helm, and Eileen Carter-McIntyre, our organist. The greeters and handers out of the programs, our sound engineers, Bob Hayden and Terry Anderson, the setters up and takers down, floral arrangers, the bartenders, and the barbecuers. And they'll serve you some lunch for $2, and all proceeds go to legacy. Is that? Good? Right. Would you please show your appreciation?